Hello, Nick. Hello, Ready. Hello, Paper. Hello, Anna. Welcome. Thanks so much for the 5 months. 2 month, 2 minute delay. Yeah. So we got. Why are you crying about the smiley face? Not the crying again. Yeah. A real man can cry. Imagine admitting that as a man. That's crazy. It's like if you're part of the hyper masculinity crowd, you can't show any emotion. No competitive spirit, no testosterone. Devil may cry. The problem, though, Anna, is that people will actually read your comments unironically in this community. Like there was one guy I said like it was I checked my YouTube comments yesterday for a couple of my old videos, and one comment like I posted saying like this is the best gameplay you'll ever see for like a certain time stamp, and it was literally like me making the worst plays ever, and some guy in the comments was like, "How? He did a really terrible play. Like he did this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of the point, isn't it?" Like, like Uncharted players have like literally like no social intelligence of any kind. It's like that's kind of the whole thing. Because like I obviously have fun laughing about people making fun of jokes, stuff like that. But the problem is that 90% of this community is stupid to understand that these are jokes. So it kind of like undercuts the actual joke when you know that people are not going to actually understand it. Like that's kind of the whole problem with this community. It's like
You're dumb. Goodbye.
why is it doing that? It's really weird that that animation exists because it's only specifically on some cover. I don't think he would write comments like that, to be honest. Sniff glue. What happened with the doctor? Fortunately not. Just writing man-child. Non-lethal. I like this one particular roof that has like no real gameplay purpose. Hello, Amisha. Yes, it's a reference to the League item Malignance. Oh my god. How did I get a triple medal? What? Fan pages has joined the game. See how long he stays. Thank you, Argentina, Utapa. Huh?
Thank you. Many thanks.
I actually kind of like those. Like, I remember Dota used to have a bunch of mini games that were like that. Though I know all the Dota items, I don't know all the League games. Because the problem is all the League items are essentially the same. They're all just like, oh yes, this gives you more damage. This gives you health burn damage. This gives you HP removal damage. This gives you ability power damage. It's like every item in League is super boring. In Dota, they're all pretty recognizable, so you kind of know exactly what they are. Like, yeah, the only item I kind of like seem to remember, like generally, is like obviously the Bloodthirster because that's the primary lifesteal item. Collector because it actually has like a unique effect. Like anything that has like a relatively unique effect and like the extremities, I think is kind of easy to remember in League, but it's not like Dota where everything is like immediately recognizable. Educational career of some sort. I wanted to ask you, what camera sets do you recommend, or deal should I say comfort game? I'm kind of using 3 sound camera. I think 90% of people in this game use cameras at 10, camera sensitivity at maximum on 10. Because it's very slow, so it's like, it doesn't really matter if you play on high or low. But, like, for comfort and gameplay, it's completely preference. Like, some people obviously are a little bit slower than other people when it comes to, like, hand-eye coordination and stuff. Fan pages left the game. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone in the game uses 10 on camera sensitivity. I use 5 sensitivity because it's a good balance, but I think 3 or 4 is usually enough. 10 camera sensitivity, 3 or 4 sens. I think that's genuinely pretty good. The fun items are largely ruin mythic items were added. Yeah, it makes sense. After 8 years, but you can consider already that when this game came out, a lot of these people were like literally like 25 years old. It's like when this game came out, I was 20, so it's like when this game came out, some other people in the community were like 25, 28. So it's like they don't really have an excuse to act this way. Like if you're like literally a child when this game came out, essentially a teenager, like sure, 20 isn't necessarily a teenager, but you're basically still 18 when you're 20. Like it's not a big difference. But like when you're 25, 27, 30, like yeah, then you're no longer a kid. So it's like, yeah, if this game came out when you were 15 or you're 10 years old, then it's fine. I think being somewhat toxic on it, but like, if you're nearing 40, shit's pathetic to be honest. Hello, Verdant. Yes, sir. We will rename our stream audience to Denizens of New Devon. He has a China Lake, but he's not shooting it. For some reason. The game came out in 2016 in May. 10 years ago. You'll notice what it does if you turn it down to 1. You should never play on power scale above 3, ever. Nobody plays on power scale above 3. Power scale just means that when the less you move your stick, if you have a high power scale, when you move your stick very little, it doesn't move at all in game, right? If you have a low power scale, the less you move the stick, the more it moves. Like the game moves, right? So a higher power scale means that your aim is less responsive, and a low power scale means that it's more responsive. There's generally no reason to ever play on a power scale above 3. It's way too stiff over 3. So I don't know how you play on 7 and hit anything, to be honest. Alright, see you later. Hispanic victory? Why are you writing that? With come on, bro. Thank you. The thing is, we're Hispanic men, Verdant. We have to celebrate our wins in video games. So every time we win in a game, we have to exclaim Hispanic victory. It gives our people power, you know. Ibiza Twist, yes. Ibiza Twist did play with me in Uncharted Reloaded like a year ago, literally. Like I think it was like April last year. He played like 3 games of Uncharted 2, I think, and then you never saw him again. But it was the original one. It was the original French dude. Because like as I said, like I had him back in Uncharted 3, he was actually Ibiza Twist actually played in my team for a while, like MVP. Like very late in like 2012, I think it was. And it was the French guy that I invited, like the main one. So like I asked him if he remembered me, and he did. So yeah, it was him. Meaning that I did have the actual Ibiza Twist like in my account, not my account, in my team, and also play with him. So like, I do technically know him, but yeah, we don't really interact much. And I haven't seen him since April last year, so I guess he just played a couple games and then didn't want to play anymore. Because it was the original account as well, so interesting. I mean, I didn't think it was the original account when I first saw it, but it turned out to be, so. Why isn't Fabolous Reloaded? Fabolous would probably speedrun being banned, bro. I'm gonna be banned in 3 seconds flat. But the funny thing too is that now the Pumas are showing up in them, like they're very late. Like a lot of people have been banned. Like like they're showing up so late that so many people are banned now, right? So it's like because that's the thing, Vampire is a big issue with groups of people. That's why he banned the Americans, why he banned the Germans, why he banned the South Americans, why he banned the Middle Easterns. Because Vampire does not like groups because he knows he can't control them as well, right? So we will always ban them, meaning that Pumas, Barry, Mysterion, and them are going to get banned soon as well. One of them is going to do something, and then they're all going to get banned, just like it always happens. So we'll see how long that lasts. But it does seem like Sky is like AWOL. I don't know where he is. He hasn't responded to me either. What are you saying? Come on, bro, Cookie? Or own like me? I feel I'm the represented in Uncharted Navarre as a role player. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole thing. You play as Salim as well. He doesn't really seem like authentically Arab. It's like you do not belong here, Habibi. It's like, okay. Like, that's something a person would say. Hello, Carla Garita. You will do this from now on, but you're not Hispanic. You'll have to say, what kind of people are Swedish people? Are we Germanic? What are we? I mean, we're Scandinavian, but is that like a type of person? Like, I guess Viking. You'll have to use, like, let out a war cry every time you get a kill. Now I see what feels so stiff. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, yeah. Just move it down, bro. Don't play. If you're in my stream right now, never use a power scale above 3, ever. Like, the power scale setting in this game, if you play over 3, it feels like shit, so. Never go above 3 on this one. Acceleration generally means that the more you move your stick, the faster it will move. On 0, it'll be, like, completely linear. So I play with it off, because it makes the game feel more consistent. Some people use higher, but... Sure, MVP. So make our own Uncharted 3. I mean, the thing is, though, Sky doesn't seem to be on the project anymore. So, like, I don't know what he's up to. If he's, like, focusing on real life. Because he hasn't responded to my Discord DMs in a while either. I don't know what's going on with him. Like, I talked with Cooper, and Cooper said that he was AWOL, like, 5 months ago or something like that more. Like, I've been around. It seemed like he handed off most of the properties to Alex, and Alex is not as competent as Sky was, so... I don't think Uncharted Reloaded is getting any updates without Sky, honestly. Because the thing is, like, Sky is by far the most competent, like, one within Uncharted Reloaded. He's basically the one that made most of the stuff. Like, Shadow Dog helped initially with some of the infrastructure, but I think at some point he kind of stopped working as well. So it was mostly Sky when I was there. That's when we were getting, like, updates. Not good updates, because Vampire was always in charge, but... When Sky seems to have left, now we only have Alex, and there hasn't been any updates since. So either Alex is learning it, or Alex doesn't know how to, or it's simply just not on the horizon right now. So it seems like, because they're not able to change actively practical, effective things in the game, they seem to be changing most cosmetic stuff. Yeah, like icons and stuff like that, like emblems. Like, they're not changing, like, real gameplay-related stuff. So it seems now that Sky is basically gone from Uncharted Reloaded, that, yeah, we probably need someone else to make a similar project. And there's also, what was it that Real Champion said, like, sure, that guy's full of shit, but what he does say makes a lot of sense, that the servers that Uncharted 3 and 2 are being hosted on right now are not the authentic servers, obviously, from Uncharted 2, or, well, Uncharted 2 in 3 days on PS3. So the servers we're playing on now are basically just, like, not designed specifically to like be handling this game, which is what causing a lot of the lag in the FPS and the performance issues. I mean, the whitelistings feature kind of works like an anti-cheat. As long as you only allow PlayStation players, it should be fine. Like, the main concern with Uncharted Reloaded is the fact that like, the people in charge of it, at least now, when Sky isn't really active, are just not people that should be in charge of it. So, like, yeah, I think there's a potential that there will be someone else that may be taking up the mantle. Like, Force had the ability to bring back Uncharted 2. I think maybe... Do we have any actual, like, competent computer engineers here? Or software engineers? Or, like, web engineers? I think what we need, like, cloud and web engineers, essentially. That's what we need in order to, like, create one. Because I don't think it's very complex in regards to actual, like, game... Like, the limitations of the coding itself. If you have a dev kit and you have the ability to, like, see where Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 2 are connecting to, I mean, and you can replace that authentication server, I mean, I don't think it's super hard. Because the game is still there. Like, you don't have to reverse engineer the whole game. You only need to make sure that you manage to get that hook. And replace it with something that's functional. So, and that's kind of what it seems like Vampire is paying for. It's like some kind of Cloudflare or AWS server that they use. So realistically, you need someone that's able to pay for a proper server, because I think the current server is kind of shit as well. They could probably solve a lot of the performance issues that current people are seeing. Because when I played Uncharted 3 Reloaded, it felt like shit, and I don't remember it feeling that bad back when I was younger. Sure, it could be placebo effect, and be complete, like, I have no idea, I was a child, but... A lot of other people have been saying that played it up to 2019, saying that it also didn't feel as good, so... So we'll see where Uncharted Reloaded goes, but yeah, I think as long as Vampire is in charge, I don't really want people to even be involved with it. The problem is that a lot of people don't really know how Vampire is. A lot of people don't have first-hand or second-hand experience with him. So they may not be banned yet, but I can guarantee you that everyone that thinks that is at some point going to have a negative reaction with him, and he's going to ban someone you know. For no reason. That's kind of what happens with these groups, right? Is that one person gets banned unjustifiably, and then the other people stand up for that guy, and then Vampire bans them all. That's how it always goes down. That's why these groups keep getting dismantled. As I said, you had the American group of like Cloudy and them, you had the South American group of like Alantane and then, you had the German group of like Steve Urkel and TCG, you had the Arab audience of like Portan, like Semley. I think Semley's still able to play. Forget the other guy's name. And all of them got banned because one person got banned, and then the rest of the guys also got banned subsequently, either for dubious reasons, for cheating, or for speaking up against Vampire, basically. I think I'm banned. I mean, I'm perma-banned because Vampire's turned the entire server into Mussolini, and he has to put a bunch of fucking banners up about, hey, don't do things like Raptor did. And it's like, okay, bro. Like, you're not allowed, like, the amount of, like, trying to turn someone into an example is literally dictator shit, bro. Like, the fact that he's literally naming names is fucking pathetic. Like, he's such a fucking loser. The only accomplishment Vampire's had in his entire life is running a fucking Discord server and running it like Mussolini, thinking he's like, it's fucking ridiculous. And the funny thing too, like Vampire takes advantage of the fact that my reputation in the community can be known for being kind of toxic, so he's taking complete advantage of that, which is like, it's so pathetic. Like Vampire, man. Fucking guy. This fucking guy. Like, I wanted Uncharted Reloaded to be a good, healthy project with good communication, transparent design decisions, designed for the community. But no, it's Vampire's fucking vanity project where he's allowed to do whatever he wants with anyone in it, because apparently he owns the game and he owns the players playing it now. It's not a democracy, it's now his personal dictatorship. So it's like, it completely kills any goodwill you can have towards the community, and it completes any goodwill you can have towards the project. And there are so many people in the community that have been unjustifiably banned or removed just for questioning the narrative. And it's kind of like, yeah, what you gonna do? Without Sky, we're fucked. Tell you that much. Because Sky was the only one that actually kind of like stood above Vampire within the, like, the coding aspect. But now that Sky is no longer in the project, it seems, well, we're fucked. So we're not getting any more updates. We're not getting any more proper whitelist. And ultimately, I think this is probably the best outcome because if Sky is not there and updates are not happening, because Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 2 are now in their worst state they've ever been in. Like, that's kind of the whole thing, too. Like, Uncharted Reloaded has, like, the worst game balance out of all Uncharted's now. Like, Uncharted 3 and 2 are both broken. It's so problematic, it's conformal, but yeah. And I mean, that's the exact thing with a certain someone in the Uncharted 4 community. They're exactly the same. There literally is a fucking Discord mod again. Anyone that contests the narrative or opposes them or beats them gets thrown out and fucking excommunicated. It's the same exact thing. It's like it's always these type of people that are just fucking perpetual losers that only have one accomplishment in life, and it's Discord moderator. So it's like that's why they're always so like pertinent to like calling you like a Reddit user or something. And it's like I everyone on Reddit hates the mods on Reddit. I can tell you that much. Reddit mods are like just as bad as Discord mods. But I'm not a Reddit mod. I go on Reddit to browse games and movies and shows that I like watching. I'm not there like, scrolling like, through fucking TikTok, man. It's like Reddit is not an algorithm. Reddit is specifically designed to give you things that you're following. So it's like that's what shows like a big insecurity in them because they know they're fucking Discord moderators. They know they act exactly like these fucking neckbeard memes. So they just want to make fun of someone being on Reddit or whatever. It's like, okay, bro, like it doesn't work that way. That only works if you're not literally like this is the fucking worst aspect of what you're trying to make fun of. But yeah. As I said, I think Uncharted Reloaded is kind of dead currently because, as I said, Sky is no longer in it. The updates are not getting better. The game is in the worst state it's ever been in. And Vampire refuses to take responsibility, accountability, or try to actually make it better. It's only this little personal dictatorship. Reddit mods, I guess, are usually fine on small Reddits. I guess they're not that good on big ones, but I don't go on big Reddits generally. Shut up, Olekne. It's like if your only accomplishment is life being a Reddit or Discord mod, I feel like it's kind of sad. Because at least Sky did something to accomplish like Uncharted Reloaded. A lot of people don't know that Sky is pretty much single-handedly responsible for making Uncharted Reloaded work. Sure, Vampire and Shadow Dog and Alex have been on the project for a long time as well. But Sky is by far the most competent one. So as I said, if he's not involved with the project, it's basically dead in the water. Which really sucks, because I like Sky. But I know for a long time that Sky had big issues with Vampire as well, and he got sick of it, I guarantee you. So the best thing that could happen, I think, is Sky leaving, meaning that the project will probably die at some point or another, because Vampire is gonna have a fucking another breakdown, a mental breakdown, and ban half the community. And that will be the nail in the coffin. Because people like Vampire don't change. They don't go back on their... People that don't take responsibility will always self-destruct at some point. Because they will never take responsibility for actions. They will rather burn everything down than admit that it was their fault. So it's like Vampire's gonna have a relapse at some point, and he's gonna get everyone fucking banned. He's gonna go fucking nuclear, I guarantee it. Steel Sky, yeah. I mean, I guess Sky could probably do it again if he had another person that could do it, but like... I mean, I guess I'll talk with Sky. I see if there's a possibility that we could have another server on Uncharted Reloaded up. And I would make sure that I would have to... In that case, we can get the best possible server as well. Because, like, I think the server that they're using for Uncharted Reloaded is a little bit budget. Not like a good server. So, depending on how it goes, I mean, we could basically crowdfund it if it's too expensive for me to take care of. Like, realistically, like, I can afford, like, $150, $200 a month to keep a server for a game going. But like, yeah, I'm not sure for how long I will be able to do that. Given the fact that we're living in 2026 now, and AI is destroying the world, and I don't really want to crowdfund anything. But it's like, yeah, if it's like, I remember, was it Project Reality has a thing where they have like you can donate like if people donate a goal of like $50 a month or whatever, it keeps the game going. Shut up! Don't like Nave, bro. I know Vampire better than literally everyone in the community. The problem is that Vampire is a lot smarter than everyone else in the community. I'm pretty much the only one that's on his level, so it's like it's pretty much just me, Sky, and Cooper that are on his level. So the problem is the Uncharted community is very fucking stupid. So the problem is that you can always trust the Uncharted community to do the wrong thing, right? Every time. And like Vampire knows this though. Vampire knows that there's actually nobody in that community that's smart enough to see what he's doing or actually do something about it. That's why he gets rid of the people that can contest him. Iron Fist of Naughty Dog. Why did that? Why did I get blocked? Yeah, crowdfunding will get Naughty Dog's attention, sure, but like as long as you're proving that you're literally only providing money for the project, keeping the server going. Like if you make it so you can literally show the fucking receipt that let's say I have a receipt of the server and everything costing 149.89, then I'll just post that every fucking month. Like I don't think crowdfunding is a problem unless you're actually taking that money for yourself. Because I think it's a little bit hard when you're talking about like a project like this. Because obviously, if you're taking money for anything but the server, then obviously it would be hard to justify. Yeah, but it's not gonna get blocked now because I allowed it. Oh my god! Turn the corner, saw 100 enemies. You're not going to like this answer, but you can AI it. What exactly? Like you can't just AI. You can tell AI like, "Hey, get me a server for Uncharted 3 and 2." Like what? You can't just AI everything, bro. That's not how it works. Like high intelligence. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not even a question of high intelligence. It's just a question of like actual like social awareness. Because like vampire is not it's not like he knows what he is and he likes it. That's the whole fucking problem. Most people don't seem to think that vampire is as malicious as he is, or that the things that he does are not completely intentional. I know people like vampire. I met a lot of people like vampire in my life. People like him actually genuinely love the attention. They love the control. They don't care about any ultimate goal. They only care about themselves staying at the utmost top. That's it. So it's not even a question of intelligence. It's like it's a question of like social understanding. If you can read people's intentions and behavior, you know exactly what kind of person he is. Why are we playing a 2v5 here, man? Not for that. What do you mean it's for them? So like a lot of people in the human world tend to believe that there's better to people than there actually is. Most people don't actually have like more complex reasoning for things. Everything for vampire is very simple. Everything is good to him as long as he can benefit from it. If he cannot benefit from it, it's bad. That's how his brain functions. That's how most narcissists function. Turn some bad people into AI. I don't even know what the outcome of that would be, but probably not. Wait, it's a guy here? What the fuck? I'm playing 1,000 thing.
Not just some skinny sheep, amigo.
There's a lot of corporates in their team. What the fuck? I'm like, no, lay off the drugs, bro. Yes, I'll turn people into Doctor Who Cybermen. Like, how could I possibly know that's what you meant when you said you could use AI it? Like, the most convoluted outcome of that. Holy. But yeah, at the end of the day, as I said, like, people like Vampire, like, a lot of people like authority, though. That's the thing. What people like Vampire will do, they will promote people that are very weak-minded in the position of authority, so they get complete undying loyalty from a moron, and that's how he operates. So the only thing he cares about is whether or not he can use people to his advantage or not. So if you're a dumb person that will always support him, he'll generally promote you. So anyone that actually has like above average level intellect is not going to get promoted. They're the ones that he's going to try to get rid of because he doesn't want to deal with people that are actually able to uphold like some values and actually oppose him. So most of Uncharted's moderator team is just a bunch of idiots that should not be there. And but most of the balancing team is just people that shouldn't be there, but they're there because they agree with Vampire. So we're just in a really bad situation with Uncharted Reloaded right now. And anyone that's able to play Uncharted Reloaded, well, cherish your time, because there's gonna come a time where if you ever actually oppose anything Vampire says, you'll get banned. Because I heard Barry say that someone needs to put Vampire in his place, and I can guarantee if Vampire heard him say that, he would ban him. And he would also end up banning Pumas, because Pumas have an issue with it as well. And then Trombone and Mysterium will also get banned for being like, why did you ban these guys? Because you can't question anything Vampire does either. That's the whole thing. If you question anything Vampire does, he's gonna ban you just for insubordination or whatever. Inciting a revolution. I know that's gonna happen though, because it's happened like 6 times already. And people are too fucking stupid to understand that, like, I know this because I've seen it. I've been on the inside when this happened 4 times. And I was on the outside when it happened 2 of them. And it's going to happen a 7th time. And there's people still being like, oh, but he calmed down. Like, he's not going to do that again. Like, what are you talking about? It's like talking about a fucking abusive husband literally, like, beats the shit out of his wife 6 times. And, like, yeah, he's not going to do it again, you know. It just happens, you know. Like he's a better guy now. He's calm now. It's like, yeah, okay. Then it happens again. And people just pretend like it didn't. It just keeps fucking happening. And people still don't believe the people that have seen it happening since the fucking beginning and had an issue with it since day 1. But that Saber's unkillable. And it's like, oh, if only people actually listen to people that actually know what they're talking about, the world will look very fucking different. But that's not where we're living, so. We're living in the world where the most manipulative, incompetent assholes are in charge of most things. And the competent people are the ones getting pushed out because they are going to be a problem to these people. What is that mine here? He's still in his cover! Oh! He's been in the whole game. Man's the most predictable player in the game. Good timing, I guess, bro.
The game is not for you.
That's a savior, bro! It's hanging off the ledge. Right. There is a final form, man. But yeah, whatever. At the end of the day, you know, the only way to succeed in life is to, you know, pretend to be something you're not. As long as you fake it until you make it, you can accomplish anything in this world.
Say hello to my name. Nice throw. Cago en tus muertos.
Stop believing in people a long time ago. You should never stop believing in people. You should stop believing in fucking humanity as a whole. People are what's good. It's just when you start talking about it in a collective term, people are fucking stupid. Like, there are a lot of very good people in this world. There's a lot of very good individuals in the world. The problem is that the evil ones are able to manipulate the dumb ones. So it's like you get in a position where the evil people manipulate a bunch of stupid people to have a lot of shitty things happening. But the good people still exist. It's not like... Like, the thing is, like, I don't think good and, like, stupid are necessarily, like, you know, completely different things here, but... Well, they are, I mean, like, you can be a good person still really stupid. You can be a bad person and really stupid. It's just the fact is that there's so many stupid people in this world that either believe that people are better than they are, or simply don't judge people as harshly as they should based on their action. Kinda like, yes. You're back again to just call me trash? But yeah. Like, you should never really stop believing in people, because there are a lot of good people in this world. We just gotta make sure that the people that are actually manipulating them are encouraging them to actually be better, more helpful people and not garbage trash. That's all it is. If we have good leadership, people will be good people, or they good people will be better. And bad people will be better as well. Not better at being bad, but will generally be better people. Not. What do you mean nothing changed, bro? Have you seen the world lately? The world in 70s and now it's not the same, bro. The world has gotten exponentially worse because people keep being manipulated by fucking far right fascist extremists. There's been a lot of things that have happened, bro. The humanity has not went through more change in the past, like ever, than the past 50 years. So many things have changed in the past 50 years that we have no fucking clue. A lot of it for the worse, but so many things have changed. The reason that things don't change is because people like you keep giving up and keep believing that there's no reason to do anything because everything sucks. Not everything sucks, and there's always a reason to do something. Because if we support the right things, the right principles, and the right people, good will always succeed. When you keep giving up and looking the other way and not doing shit, then it doesn't matter. Hello. Why are you not modded? What are you doing? Games have been fine, I guess. We haven't really been philosophizing that too much. I'm on vacation, I see. So it's just, at the end of the day, you know, like, if the right people are in charge of things, things always get better. If the wrong people are, things always get worse. What you gotta make sure is that you believe in the people that are better and try to support and frame those. That's it. If you keep voting for, like, you know, Hitler, you're not obviously gonna get a better society, are you? It's like the reason that we're seeing basically Hitler point two 2.0 in the United States right now is because people are too fucking dumb. Because people have been too manipulated. Like, being manipulated itself doesn't necessarily mean that someone is stupid or a bad person. It just means that they're probably going to be going against their own interests at some point or another. Like, you know, a lot of black people, a lot of, like, immigrants, a lot of Hispanics, Indians, that definitely voted for Trump. Despite knowing that Trump would probably deport them. There's a lot of Jewish people that voted for Hitler, thinking that, oh, he would make the nation a better place. So yes, things do change. It's just whenever you keep voting for bad people, the same things keep repeating themselves. But the rest of the world is still very fucking different than it was back in the 40s or 30s or 20s at this point. Like we're living in a very different world right now. A lot of things have changed. We're not living in the 40s. There are more issues now, which also means that we need good leadership and good politicians and good people that are in charge of things. But because of the fact that all the bad people of the world, all the right wingers of the world, and conservatives have realized that you can manipulate people through social media very fucking easily, such as TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, means that they bought all of it. There's a reason that Elon Musk bought Twitter. There's a reason that fucking Mark Zuckerberg is force feeding Instagram and Facebook with a bunch of conspiracy theories, a bunch of fucking right wing propaganda. They do that because the thing is, when when other people have bad people in charge, the only difference really is that they're very selfish, right? An altruistic person, for example, they're going to be running generally a government to try to improve the quality of life for people living in the nation. A selfish person is only going to try to do it for themselves. A selfish person has one motivation, and that is them getting more power, influence, or whatever what the fuck they want to do, right? And the altruistic person is going to use that power to make things better for other people, generally. So a selfish person is going to vote for another selfish person because as long as that selfish person tells them, hey, if you vote for me, I'll give you tax cuts, I'll give you government contracts. And then suddenly, well, every single person that is selfish is going to vote for another selfish person, right? Because the only thing that matters to them is how much they can benefit from each other. But they don't care about people. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, none of them give a flying fuck about a human being at all. They only care about themselves. That's why they have no problem raping children, manipulating people, doing all kinds of heinous, terrible things in the world. They have no problem with this whatsoever. And if we keep voting for these people, well, you know what happens. Yes, things get worse for everyone, but they get slightly better for these fucking psychopaths. So no, it's not, individuals that are fucking trash. It's both human nature and how easy it is to manipulate people. Because everyone wants to believe that they can benefit from something, right? Like, do you think most people get in a relationship because they because they think they want to just help someone else, whatever? No, most people get in a relationship because it's gonna make them feel better. It's gonna make them feel more successful. Like, how many men do you know that are that would just immediately brag about having a girlfriend, or immediately brag about, oh wow, they had sex once or twice? Every man is gonna be like, oh bro, I'm such an alpha, bro. Like, women love me. It's like, yeah, you think they're doing that because they care about the women? You think they do that because they care about how other people feel? No, they do that because they care about how they feel. He built a wall. Yeah, bro, built a wall of wood. So it's like when you go through all of these things, well, it's very obvious that there are individuals in this world that are only selfish, and they are able to manipulate other selfish people to do what they want, to give them what they want. You can't generally manipulate altruistic people because, well, they generally want things that are better for other people. They have values and ethics, and thereby selfish people don't have values and ethics. It's all what's beneficial to them. That's it. They don't care about what's the right thing to do. They have no qualms with that. No concerns whatsoever. Altruistic people do. That's why they adhere by values and principles and morals. You can't compromise and manipulate someone with morals, ethics, and values. It's not possible. Like the saying that everything or everyone can be bought. That only applies to selfish people. Selfish people can always be bought. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be money, it can be influence, it can be power, it can be whatever it fucking may be. Yes, they always have enablers because other people benefit and profit from them. So yes, if you have a really manipulative asshole such as Vampire, well, there's gonna be a lot of other like selfish manipulative assholes that have no problem being on his side because they get power from it. So yeah, they're enabling him and he's enabling them. It's a question of mutual interest in these situations generally. Like generally, as long as people have like mutual interest, it tends to be some way they can find common ground. That applies to everything. There's a reason that it's easier to, be in touch with people that have similar interests as yourself. Of course it would be. It's always going to be. Like that way, like with common interests, you can manipulate both people that are selfish and people that are altruistic because you can tell people like, "Hey, I'm doing this because I want to help people." Because that's the easiest thing. The selfish people can always say like, "Oh yeah, like Hitler literally told them like, oh, we're gonna make your life better." Like that's it. He literally said like, "Oh, vote for me and I'll make life better for everyone." They call the Nazis because they call themselves the socialist like nationalists, right? And the thing is, they weren't socialist. They were nationalistic, sure, but they weren't socialist in the slightest. They were highly fascist, authoritarian, and were willing to literally eradicate the Jews. That's exactly what they did, right? But they told the German population that, hey, we're doing this to make your life better. They told the Jewish population that, yeah, we're going to make your life better. We're going to give you all better healthcare. We're going to give you all of these great things that people want, right? And then it quickly turned into, hey, we're going to get rid of all the Jews. And then inevitably turned into, oh, we can't deport them, so we're just going to kill them instead. That's how it went. Then all the Jews started getting gassed. And some Jews and some Germans still thought that they were making the country better. Yes. That's just how it is, you know? So it's like, yeah, if you keep voting for these people that straight up lie to you, well, it's not going to be a problem. That's the fucking problem, because selfish people have no problem lying either. Because I said, the only thing they care about is what's ever beneficial to them. If it's beneficial to them, they will lie. And most of the time, because the fact that lying can be very beneficial to people, they will lie all the time, effortlessly, about everything. That's how a pathological liar happens. There's a reason there's a big overlap between narcissism, cluster B complex in general, and these behaviors and lying. Like they just do it effortlessly. So it's like a lot of times these people can get people to be on their side because it's beneficial to them to be on the same side, but they can also manipulate people, that the altruistic people, by just telling them that, oh, we're doing it for you, we're doing it so we can improve the nation, whatever. And that's why it's very important that you have very good journalism, where you have very good media, where you have very good truth, fact, like information to people, and actually give them a proper education so they can look through all of this shit. Because the smarter a person is, the more likely they are to be able to sift through the garbage and see what's actually happening. That's why fascists require them to dismantle and destroy education so they can keep people dumb, uneducated. They target media, they target news organizations pretty much immediately. That's why in the United States, where Murdoch Media owns most of the legacy conservative media. Like CNN is a conservative media outlet as well. There are no actual liberal outlets in the United States at all. Because like the Murdoch Media owns most of it. And then you have Elon Musk owns Twitter. You have the United States government owns TikTok. Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram. And all of these people love each other because they can get more power and influence by controlling people to go against their own interests and keep them stupid, focusing on things that don't fucking matter. I think a high intelligent being would understand that not all people are responsible for these things happening. I don't think high intelligent beings generally tend to consider extremist solutions. I think the higher intelligence you are, the more you consider like nuanced solutions. Sometimes I don't think there is a nuanced solution when it comes to in the wake of extremism. of course. But until you get to that extremist point, usually there's some ability to understand that, hey, not everyone is a bad person. And let's say, for example, 60% of the human race are all terrible human beings that just like support slavery and all this shit, like they're doing in the United States right now. Like, I wouldn't say that 40% of the population deserves to be eradicated alongside them. Personally, I wouldn't say that, at least. I don't think a higher until I would say that's considered more of a nihilistic sentiment. I think what you're talking about is a philosophy and not an intellectual question. As I said, I'd always think, because I have a lot of hope and faith in humanity still, because I know a lot of really good, kind people that are very smart and have the ability to sift through all this garbage and know what everything is. There's not many of them, but they exist. Those are the only people fucking worth living for, because all the other people are fucking dog shit. Like, do you think we go around this earth living because there's people like Walking Pain and Firestyler on it? No. You go around this earth living because there's very good fucking people in it. And if you lose your faith in humanity, if you don't believe that there's anything good left in the world, well, that's when people end up very depressed and very existentialist. And at that point, you're already aware of more things than the average person is. So you should be able to use that understanding, knowing that the world doesn't fucking suck and there are good things about it. And make sure that you stay fucking educated, informed, vote for the right people, and support the fucking right people instead of enabling psychopaths and child rapists. I think it's not that hard, generally, as a concept. I think generally people that have a higher understanding of things have owe humanity to use that understanding to try to benefit the species. Like, there's a reason I don't vote for the far-right nationalist party in Sweden. I never will. Sure, they may win at some point, but I'm never going to be supporting them. And I will try to do as much as I can to make sure that I actually support the people that are trying to make the nation a better place. But in the modern world, we're sorely lacking leadership. We lack positive role models. We lack good emotions. There's not enough fun in the world right now. Like, everyone is just sad and angry and frustrated and pissed off all the fucking time these days. Nobody's happy. And you know what that is? It's because we allowed the fucking far-right wingers to destroy the world. We kept fucking voting for them because we were manipulated by social media. We've been manipulated by fucking bullshit media that's lying to us. Or journalists that are sane-washing extremism. Like Israel has like fucking killed like fucking 320 journalists in the past like 10 years alone. Literally crimes against humanity. And yeah, you're the only reason they're killing journalists so they can suppress the truth. And inevitably, when all the good journalists keep fucking dying, well, inevitably we only have this shit ones left. And then we no longer see the truth. Because nobody's fucking reporting on it. And that's kind of like how things go. If you don't do something about it. I didn't down it with that? That's crazy. So it's like the further we keep going down this rabbit hole, it's like it's kind of like, it's just like I said, there's just a lot of things that are not fun these days. Like, people just go on TikTok so they can be upset about women or immigrants or whatever, and be like, oh yeah, like, well, I'm an alpha male, bro. It's like we're all being manipulated by the dumbest bullshit happening right now. Because people are anti-intellectualists. People don't read books. They don't educate themselves. They know nothing. They just scroll TikTok and just get mad all day. Then they hop on Uncharted 4 and they just call people slurs. And this is a big issue these days. It's not. It's actually a huge problem. It's basically like a fucking pandemic. So it's like we don't have movies or shows and stuff anymore, really, that try to make people happy as well. Like, that's why I really like Project Hail Mary, and I think the Mandalorian movie that came out recently, people seem to say it's fun. And that's the thing, we're missing a lot of that in the world right now. People just like just having fun, enjoying things, and actually making decisions based on fucking good things and not just bad things. A lot of people in the modern world just act upon things that they don't want instead of things that they actually do want. People don't act upon wanting a better world. They act upon, oh, they don't want to be considered a beta male. They want to be considered a loser. So everything that they do is based on fear of not appearing a certain way. It's not based on like good decisions or good philosophy to try to make anything better. It's just like, yeah, in 2015, 2014, this are, you know why everyone started saying that the world started going downhill in 2016? Yeah, because Trump managed to win the fucking election. Because he managed to literally show the world that just lying your way, personally attacking everyone, and being a negative piece of shit in every sense of the word, and a fucking child rapist, that apparently didn't prevent him from winning the presidency. It showed the world that being the worst person imaginable doesn't disqualify you from winning one of the most influential positions in the fucking history of the world. And ever since then, everything has gotten worse. Because Trump has enabled all the capitalist fucking shitheads to make more money, destroying the economy, destroying the world, botching the COVID response. All of these things are tracing back to that. And all you had to do was vote for the woman. And then it happened again in 2024, meaning that everyone lost fucking faith in humanity. And people seem to still believe, for some reason, that someone like Trump is trying to make their life better. Like, you have to be retarded at that point. Like, you genuinely have to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. It's like, I still have people today going like, oh, gas prices are down, grocery prices are down. It's like, what? In what world are they down? They're like, oh, Trump is making my life better. How? They can't explain that. Because he is being fucking manipulated and radicalized by fucking garbage on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and whatever fucking bullshit it is. They don't live in the real world anymore. So yes, we need proper people to make sure that journalism still exists. Make sure that people don't, like Elon Musk, aren't allowed to fucking buy Twitter. But that's the thing. Yes, people that run companies tend to be selfish. A lot of people that run companies are doing it so they can make more profit from it. So yes, of course, Elon Musk would always be able to buy Twitter by giving them a lot of fucking money. That's why they literally allow you to become a United States citizen if you can pay for the Donald Trump golden card. And it's really funny too because they're literally trying to uproot like the Constitution. They're trying to remove birthright citizenship, but for some reason the conservatives in America still think it's fine that Donald Trump can just sell a citizenship. Like, okay, bro. Like, you don't want people born in a country to be considered a resident, but you want people to be able to buy residency. Like, fucking retardation, man. About the new woke. If you're using the term woke, I'm gonna assume you're a moron. Like, explain what woke means to you. Like, that is TikTok language right there. Like, I don't have discussions with people that use the term woke unironically. Like, if you have an issue with something, voice your concerns about it. Like, what is woke about it? That is a female lead? Is that all? Like, what about Alien, bro? Was Alien woke? Is that a female lead as well? Like, because that thing, like, you know, like the whole final girl trope of like almost all horror movies, that woke as well because of the main character. What's woke about it, bro? Tell me. Trump's going to have a kid and then he's going to be president. We already has a kid. It's Barron Trump. He has 3 children, bro. And they're all psychopaths. They're all been barred from vote. They all been barred from fucking doing charity because they kept fucking stealing money from charities for children. Literally, like the worst person and the worst children, man. It's a bait term, yeah, sure. Christian Mingle. Yeah, woke is a bait term but it wasn't always, was it? It's a term made by retards that think that they're criticizing something by calling it woke. That's it. It's not a fucking bait term. That's just you TikTok morons fucking coping with reality and being like, oh, they're just joking. No, they aren't, bro. Do you think Trump is joking when he says that he wants to be president for the 3rd term? They're not fucking joking. You just like reframe it into being a bait term because only fucking retards say it. But the retards don't say it with that intention. They'll be like, oh, I don't like this woke trash because there's like a black character in it. It's like, shut up. I fucking hate these people, man. And he's going to be? Yeah, because people like you already gave up and accepted the fucking reality doesn't happen yet. Like, you are the problem, Olekne. This attitude is the problem. Because people don't vote when they can. Because people don't make a change when they can. Like, literally, how many people didn't vote in the 2024 election? That could have. Like, 30 million. Like, for the Joe Biden presidency, 90 million people voted, 90 million. And for, like, Kamala Harris and the Trump one, only, like, 75 million or something? So it's like, yeah, that's 40 million people that if they voted for Kamala, she would have won in a landslide. Just like Joe Biden then. But those people decided not to vote instead because they believe that nothing ever changes. Despite the fact that voting for Hitler over here is probably a little bit worse than voting for a happy black woman. But, you know, what do I know? It's like one guy was going out here saying, like, literally the worst things ever. And we knew he was going to start a war with fucking Iran in the Middle East and everything. And he was going to, like, give Israel even more weapons. And people still voted for him. Thinking that apparently it would be better for Palestine, voting for the guy that literally is in bed with Netanyahu and wants to fucking destroy Palestine. They were like, oh, let's vote for the guy that says that. Because I'm not going to vote for a woman. Ugh. That's it. Like, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Because not doing anything makes you part of the problem. Bro, this guy's just going for the double punch on the brute. No, Balance! No name dog.
Wait, who are you? I'm asking you a genuine question. Who the fuck are you? Are you a fan? Are you a fan of mine?
Who's talking to who right now?
I'm asking you, are you a fan?
Fan.
You're a fan. I'm a fan when I kick your ass every time.
Bro, you're on the same team.
I don't know who you are. I'm a fan. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about who I am. I know that you're a shit talking bitch.
Bro, you're all on the same team here.
You're known to be a shit talking bitch. You know the right.
You're all on the same team.
Fucking weirdo. This nigga, weird ass nigga. Are you alone? Fucking weirdo. Why are you worried about who I'm with?
Yeah,
why are you worried?
Who
Who are you?
I just know you.
I know
that you're here. I know
I'm calling you a bitch and
I know you. You don't know me.
And
You don't know me. You talk shit to so many people you wouldn't know.
That's weird.
You talk shit to so many people you wouldn't know.
You're clearly worried about who I'm playing with.
Yeah.
Nigga said I need help.
You only counted the males? Yeah, I guess.
Don't worry about who I am.
Who are you?
Don't worry about it.
Who are you?
It's a mystery. Don't worry about it.
Who are you?
That fucking question.
You're a fucking
Stop
fan.
asking that
You a
fucking.
fan.
Yeah,
You
I'm
a
a
fan.
fan.
You a
You did
fan.
great.
You
You
a
did
fan.
great.
You a fan.
Yep.
You a fan.
Yeah, yeah.
You a
You ain't even
fucking
from
fan,
fucking
nigga.
LA. Shut up.
You're a
from
weird
no
ass
LA
nigga.
shit.
You are.
Oh, the Manis. Like, why are they talking? They're on the same team, bro. Like, look, all three of them on the same team. Why are they talking shit to each other? Moose God, yeah, I know that. I know what kind of person that is. 2016, bro. And it's like, yeah, of course, there is a big concern with the people in the world as well that tend to, like, you know, there's a big issue with, like, the progressives as well. The people that think it's like the biggest problem in the world is not the fall of Western society. The biggest problem is that them being, like, mispronounced or mislabeled on the different pronouns. And it's like, can we, like, fix the fall of Western civilization before we start talking about pronouns? It's like, who gives a shit, man? If you're one of these people that, like, oh, I want to be called her or she or they and them, it's like, shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. A child rapist is in the fucking highest office in the United States. Nobody gives a fuck if you are being mislabeled for your pronouns. So it's like, you need these fucking morons to shut the fuck up and also, like, stop talking about this and move on to real problems. So it's like, yes, there are a bunch of people that are fucking idiots, but these people are not fucking liberals. They're progressive retards. Progressives are not liberals. Progressives are just selfish morons that only care about themselves. Just like conservatives are mostly selfish morons that also care about themselves. The only potential, like, actual people you can actually find in this world that are normal are either going to be libertarians, actual libertarians, centrists, or liberals and socialists. Those are pretty much the only 4 ones you'll actually find that are normal people. People that are on any other spectrum are fucking retards. Progressives, conservatives, the far right fucking MAGA. I guess anarchists could be fine as well because they generally want to burn the entire world down. And at this point in time, I think they have a little bit more to them, I would say, than, you know, the far right fascists. Have you completed Avian Alarm? 13 hours left. I have not. I'm not even close. I probably won't. So it's like you got too many stupid people in the world right now that are doing terrible things for like any kind of cause, right? And I'm really sick of people that are like, if I hear another fucking person like making it a big deal about their fucking pronouns, man, it's like shut the fuck up. They're more important problems. The problem is that most Americans have no fucking clue what a liberal is or what a socialist is. They have no fucking clue what a conservative is or libertarian is. The rest of the world that understands this knows full fucking well that the only actual possible way forward as humanity is both socialism and libertarianism. Those are the only fucking 2 principles that actually fucking function properly. And the thing is, you can have conservative values in socialism. You will have conservative values in libertarianism. You always will. The problem is that the modern conservatives are no value conservatives. They don't believe in anything. That's why they're supporting AI. That's why they're supporting fucking war. They don't actually have an issue with anything. They fucking love AI, don't they? Despite the fact that a conservative, by principle, should be against AI because it's a very fucking new technology. Conservatives should be afraid of new technology in general. They should oppose it, right? But they don't. In the modern world, they embrace it. So they're not conservatives. They are no value voters, generally. Like, progressives and socialists are not the same people. That's something you gotta understand if you want to know anything about politics. Anarchists and communists are also not the same people. Libertarians and conservatives are not the same people. What's going on here? It's just like, the problem is that most people in the world are simply not educated on the actual real matters of the things that we're dealing with currently. So nobody has any fucking clue what anything is. So for some reason, the Americans will consider socialism bad, but in the same vein, we'll be saying communism bad. But they will still be completely fine with Putin and Trump being best friends. And they will still somehow support Russia going to war with Ukraine, despite the fact that that's obviously Russia. But apparently, a lot of the modern conservatives just love Russia, so what are you going to do? Because again, they have no values. They don't actually have a problem with anything. It's all about loyalty to the Führer and their perceived narrative. So it's like, generally, if you ask a conservative that's an issue with socialism, ask them what they think socialism is, and you will find your answer immediately. Because nobody that actually knows what socialism is will have a problem with it. And the United States literally has socialism with gas prices. You literally pay, your taxes literally go to reducing gas prices. You are literally using a socialist system for them. But I guarantee most Americans have no fucking clue that they have that either. The reason the gas price is like literally like even what it is now, like $5 a gallon, that is fucking a lot cheaper than even is in Sweden, bro. Or in the rest of the world. Because most of our taxes go to like stuff such as healthcare, such as education, such as food. The ability of people to be able to like live and survive in our nation. Like communism, sure, communism is one thing, but the thing is we don't have a communist regime anywhere in the world now. At all. Like China is not a communist, it's a fascist dictatorship. Always has been. It's just the fact that a lot of the China population have traded their civil rights and their, civil rights and their ability to be human beings for, well, what they consider to be like social credit, for example, or the social credit score. Things that would, in their view, make their life better, but doesn't actually because it's stripping away their rights. Communism is not supposed to be stripping away people's lives. That's why we never had communism in the world, ever. Yes, it's true. So, like, I don't think I've ever had a conversation generally with a person that actually understands, like, ideological differences ever. But, like, that's kind of the whole thing. You can't do that on the internet, can you? Because if you go on the Twitch stream or YouTube stream or anything in the world, it's just gonna be like, well, don't talk about politics. No, don't talk about politics. This is a politic-free zone. It's like, yeah, where exactly do you get politics in the world, then, eh? Everywhere you go, you can't talk politics, right? So while the politicians are stripping away our civil rights and destroying our nation and destroying our world, well, we're not allowed to talk about politics in a Twitch chat because then we get banned. So there's literally basically no platform people allowed to talk about these things. So naturally, people get really fucking stupid because they have no idea where to discuss things that actually do matter in the world. Because a lot of political discussions nowadays are also very sensationalist. It's all in all caps, like, "Oh, I can't believe he's done this," and it's like, okay, bro. And then you have so many people that actually do talk about politics. I want to be like, "Oh yeah, like, oh, this video is not about to offend anyone. This video, please don't go out of your way to send hate mail to these people." Like, I don't actually dislike these people. I actually admire them because people are so afraid to commit to any fucking actual point of condemnation nowadays. That's fucking hate. Like, you ever seen these fucking like YouTube essays when they have like a 50 disclaimers in the beginning of a video? They be like, "Oh, this video is not meant to offend anyone." It's like, who gives a shit, bro? Every fucking thing that you say and do in this world is gonna offend someone. You can't let it affect you. Like, yeah, you should probably listen to things when if people are giving you justifiable criticism for things that you're saying, fine, sure, whatever, take it to heart. But, like, you don't have to apologize for everyone that you offend. Because if you do that, it never comes off as genuine anyways. Because nobody's apologizing for everything they're saying, do they? Help. So it's like... And like we're past the point of political correctness because the people that are playing far-right politics are not playing the same game as we are. They don't have to make disclaimers. They just go on the YouTube and call everything woke and liberal garbage, and then suddenly they have an audience of a million people just complain about the same things. We're not playing the same game here. We're not gonna get more followers to our cause by pretending not to upset anyone. So it's like, yes, if you're one of these people that care so much deeply about your pronouns, yeah, I will probably upset you. And I don't give a shit, because there are more important problems. And ideally, we should all be on the same side, right? Oh no, I get myself! Oh, I'm good. I thought I would throw it again, but my bad. Should have been a little bit further out. So it is what it is, you know. These people that think that only because they feel sad all the time, they're like, oh, I have high empathy. Like, just feeling sad does not mean that you have higher empathy than other people. Like, they'll watch a movie and they'll be like, oh, I'm sad now. Like, look at my heightened sense of empathy. It's like, yeah, bro. Feeling emotions themselves is not a question of empathy. Understanding other people's emotions is generally the question of empathy. Anyone can feel sorry for someone. It doesn't mean that you actually understand that they're feeling sad. And there's a lot of people in the world that I think don't even know what empathy is. Like, empathy is not about literally feeling someone else's emotions. It's about understanding them. So someone else, they'd be like, oh, this character is sad, so now I'm sad. Like, oh, it's because I'm so empathetic. It's like, no. That's not generally how empathy works. It's not the fact that these people seem to think that if you don't have empathy for someone, is that somehow makes you like a bad person. But the thing is, empathy is earned, I would say. Sure, you can feel bad for everything, but generally, people that have high empathy are gonna be very, very like empathetic to animals specifically. Like highly empathetic people will be very good pet owners. They'd be very good friends generally. Because they generally know how to listen, they know how to sit down and actually, talk with someone. They will not hurt innocent things such as dogs, cats, children. Because they don't generally want to make people sad. But it doesn't mean that an empathetic person is not going to have an issue with a terrible garbage person. It's like, do you think, realistically, do you think someone like Netanyahu, for example, do you think someone will feel empathy about him? I don't think the most empathetic person in this world will feel a single sad thing as someone like Netanyahu who got what was coming for them. Not a single fucking person. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of Zionists in the world and they're gonna be like, oh my god, you have no empathy. Like, yeah. Because like Netanyahu just killing like millions of fucking children and journalists and everything throughout his life. Like, yeah, great guy, right? He's a great dude. So it's like, yeah, no, empathy is not reserved for everyone. It is only reserved for innocent people or innocent beings. And having a heightened sense of empathy also means that you understand when people fucking void their rights for goodwill. But as a baseline principle, you probably try to be kind to people. Because you don't want to make them sad or ruin their day. Though this is Uncharted, so fuck them. Oh no, it was a video I watched about someone was like... it's... like... Oh yeah, there was a video, there was a study made recently that audiences for movies and shows and games, they don't really care about representation all too much. They don't care if, like, black people don't care if there's a black main character, women don't care if there's a female main character. Most of the time they don't. They don't really give a flying fuck. The only thing most people in this world is like good stories, good games, good music, etc. That's all they care about. Representation is something that actually has been shown to have very little effect on whether or not people like something. And then you got people that be like, oh, I can't empathize with this thing because it's not human. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you watch Lilo and Stitch and you can't empathize with Stitch. You watch the Iron Giant and you can't, like, be like, oh, yeah, like, I understand this. Like, when we were children, we have no problem, like, seeing, like, empathizing with, like, inanimate objects from, like, cartoons or whatever. No problem. But nowadays, like, studio executives acting like we can't feel an emotion if the person feeling the emotion or thing isn't exactly literally looks like us. I can tell you right now, like, a woman can feel very empathetic for a man that's sad in a movie. They don't need to see another woman being sad to understand that. And there's been a lot of studies on this recently as well, that it doesn't actually fucking matter. Movies don't perform better or worse when they have more representation. If anything, they perform worse if they have more, because a lot of the time, quality suffers when you keep focusing too much on representation and diversity. And it's not a problem having diversity and representation, of course not. But you need to fucking do something with it. Not just be like, oh, they just act like it's a free card for representation whenever they have a certain thing or something. I think for children, it's a little bit different, though. I think children have an easier time being represented by children in movies and shows. But I think there's also a bunch of studies made on that was not necessarily a question of the representation itself. It was more about that they are basically, they understand really quickly that the children are not the ones that know everything. The children are the ones that need to learn from their parents and generally have like good role models and people helping them. So a lot of like children in movies and shows aren't always super independent. That they usually exist in like tandem to another main character. Like, I think the only exception is like maybe what Goonies or like Stand By Me, Skeleton Crew, etc. But even then, it's usually a big plot point that the children trust the adults more as well. So. Other than that, people just want good stuff, good media. And I don't give a flying fuck about who's being represented, who's being included or not. When did he send the whitelist request to money? Why did Reddy react with beans to my live tweet post? I tried to reach Sky. Sky hasn't been in the community. It seems like he's gone. I don't know where he is. He seems like he's left, so. You're the best, man. Thank you, Ab. Been binge watching you. It's nice. Is there anything to binge watch about me, really? Most of my streams or most of my videos is just me ranting or yapping about something. Sure, I'd say there is meaning in my stuff that I say, but like, there's a lot of it, you know. My brain is like a central hub of pretty much all information ever, so. Not necessarily super important information, but it's all information ever.
You do this for a living. Never get used to the possibility of dying.
How long are you on a vacation for, Penny, anyways? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you said... Well, I don't know when you sent the request, but it takes a long fucking time these days. Why am I crawling on the wall? Yeah, that's what I said. Well, I heard more, if not insane. Seems like he's been AWOL for a while now. The Sky is by far my favorite person, and well, not by far, but Sky and Cooper I like a lot. Gambo is fine, Alex is fine, Ursa's fine. I don't mind people like Radical too much, but Marcelo is fine. I like a lot of them, but yeah, Sky had by far like the most administrative powers. I love when he doesn't die in 10 copper bullets in the range.
Appreciate it.
You sent it from PS3? I don't know then, to be honest. Two weeks, I think, I don't know, like, they have never really made the whitelisting process very clear or very streamlined, so I have no fucking clue. I think they only whitelist people between the 1st and the 18th of a month. Something like that. Like, it's like... I don't know, Vampire is completely full of shit. So it's impossible to know. If you're not whitelisted, just wait, I guess. That's really all I can tell you. Like, I don't know, I'm banned as well, so... I love the fact that he just got revived from that, because it hit him before he got down. Bro, these grenades! Like, I think some people get whitelisted. Like, when Sky was in there, you can get whitelisted relatively quickly, like, depending on if he knew you or not. But now that Sky isn't there, I think the only people that can whitelist is Alex and the Vampire. Usually, it used to be Alex, Sky, and Vampire, but now it's only Vampire and Alex. And also, Alex isn't very active that much, from my experience. Like, Sky was in there pretty much every day doing things, but Alex isn't. And Vampire, I don't think even Vampire wants to whitelist people. Because Vampire doesn't want to actually, like, administrate, like, that many people. Because he wants the hands-on approach for everyone. He wants to know everyone and control everything. Undetermined. No, I don't play. I'm banned, bro. Been banned for a year. Though I stopped playing for like 3 months before I got banned, actually. So I've only been banned for like 9 months. But this vampire is like, oh, we'll let you back in if you know, apologize to me or whatever. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. And then I didn't care about it anymore. It's like I hate people that are like that. Like, it's such a pathetic thing when they're like, "Oh, you must apologize to me personally, otherwise I will not let you in." It's like, okay, bro. Like the biggest control freak level, the biggest control freak behavior there is. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's basically what it is. They're like, "Oh, you need to beg me for forgiveness, or otherwise we'll not let you back." It's like, okay, bro. Like, it's a video game. Like, if you're really that concerned about your pride, yeah, bro. And I just have no respect for that behavior. It's just pathetic. Like, yeah, if let's say you're talking about a job that you can make $1 million fucking bucks a month from working, fine. But like, if you're talking about playing a video game, bro, no, you're a pathetic loser if you're asking for shit like that. Yeah, why want a public apology? It's okay, bro. The fuck do you think you are? It's a fucking game. Retard eat. Yes, I think I've been talking about that the most of this stream right now. The person running Uncharted Reloaded should not be running Uncharted Reloaded because he's a fucking clown. Sky and Cooper are the best 2 people involved in the project. Without them, it sucks. Don't bring feet into this. Of course, Vampire doesn't care. He's already like, Vampire's made it so he's the front of the entire project, so everyone messages him. And then he gets really mad, and then he just wants to ban people and kick people so he doesn't have to deal with it. But that's kind of what happens, Vampire, when you make the entire Discord about talking with you. When every single person knows that you're the only person that makes decisions, that means that everyone is messaging you because they know you're the only person making decisions. So it's literally like you're digging your own grave here. And because of the fact that other moderators and other people like Sky and Cooper, don't want to get involved with that shit, they're not going to. Vampire puts himself in a position when he's the center of the universe, meaning that everything that happens is going to trace back to him. He's digging his own grave, and he's too stupid to see it. Sure, he's relatively smart, but he's very manipulative. And that's kind of the whole problem with him. Like, he loves the attention, he loves having all the power and the control, but he also at the same time doesn't have the ability to actually handle that. And he shouldn't. Nobody should have that much power. The band motivation is I was the only person in the fucking entire development team that told the Vampire to fuck off because he was destroying the community and destroying the project. Like, I was literally a developer for that point in the game at some point, you realize? Like, well, not necessarily a developer, but I was on the dev team for game balance. If you don't know, you should watch Al Cooper's video on it. I think he uploaded in 2025. I'm not gonna go into the entire reasoning why, but I'm banned from the project. And there's literally thousands of people that are banned from the project as well for basically no reason. So. Who's Sky? I told you. Sky is one of the project administrators. He's one of the first people that made it happen. He's the one that was basically in charge of all of it. Now, Alex, but better, is the one that's in charge of it. Cooper is just basically a content creator and a moderator, essentially. He's basically more of a representative, more so than an actual, like, doing anything. But that's only because of the fact that he stopped doing things when he realized the vampire doesn't actually give a fuck about any of us. He stopped caring when he realized that it doesn't matter what we say, a vampire's gonna do whatever he wants anyway, so. The thing is, the vast majority of people have no idea what actually goes on in Uncharted Reloaded, but the vast majority of people that may ever interact with vampires are gonna find out very quickly. So. The less you communicate with vampire, the better. I don't actually have you in my friend list. It's crazy. Oh, so it was you that added me. I think Gambo is also pretty good. Though I'd rather trust Cooper and Sky over Gambo. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good then. Yeah, check out our Cooper's video. Yeah, I think his video is called something like Uncharted Reloaded Situation is Crazy or something. It was like last year. I don't think he says names specifically. But yeah, you know who he's talking about if you have any like understanding of the world. Yeah, I mean Uncharted Reloaded, man, it's just. And the thing is, too, Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, they're not the same game that you played, by the way. They're different. The Uncharted Reloaded versions are not the same ones as the games that you played. So I would say that they're both shit as well. Like Uncharted 2 and 3 are worse than Uncharted Reloaded than they were before. So you're not even playing the same games. I guess my bad for not expecting people to know this, but yeah. Like, you would know it pretty quickly if you actually play, I guess, but, yeah, what a nade, man. Why is it that everyone in this game is Captain America when it comes to nades?
Here just in time.
Like, everyone is good with nades in this game.
Enjoy your last breath.
I love wave spawning. I love not getting the KO for that. It's a long video though. Uncharted 2 and 3 are way more toxic than Uncharted 4 has ever been, bro. Like, Uncharted 4 is not toxic at all compared to those communities, tell you. No, it's the games. They change how the game works. Like, they change health values and gun values. Like, it has nothing to do with us. It has to do with them changing things in the game. But the Uncharted 2 and 3 communities are honestly more toxic than Uncharted 4 ones. Like, yeah, if you've ever interacted with, like, fucking Fabolous and Biohazard, bro, like, Uncharted 4 is nothing compared to the Uncharted 2 and 3.
Time to bleed, pendejo. Look at one down.
Like, they're not the same games. Literally not the same games. Yes. Most of the people that play Uncharted 2 are people that always play Uncharted 2. Am I not in cover? That's fine.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah, did you play Uncharted 2 and 3 when they were out, bro? Much worse. Kravosk and ARX, fun game. Can I invite you? I only play by myself, except for like very particular people. Or if it's ranked. If you want to play ranked, you can invite me. But then you need a 5-man party, so... Fan pages has joined again. Let's see how long you last. Like, I'm just getting shit on by everyone. Like, what is it? 7 at a time. Like, getting insta-killed. This guy's still hanging off the ledge, man. Help. I'm gonna get kicked.
No, no, no! Going up! Left out.
Does everyone have a nade in this fucking game, man?
Many thanks. I know what I'm doing.
Looking at the island makes me shut down. Okay.
Die like a dog.
Yeah, I guess shut down would probably be nice.
You've never
Most Uncharted 3 maps would probably be good in this game. I think like a lot of the Uncharted 3 maps are pretty vertical, but they don't have like rope mechanics or anything.
got that one. Get that thing. That wasn't They're knocked down. Here.
Here it comes!
Fucking die! I usually find red coral jewelry on Stella Montes and cultural archives. They usually like spawn in nitrates on the little like couches and the chairs.
I know what I'm doing. Going up. Gotcha, pendejo.
Yeah, I mean, Uncharted 4 has been dead since kind of 2017, to be honest. I mean, the thing is, like, if you played Uncharted 2 and 3, like, back in, like, Frag Nation days and, like, early days, yeah, they were more toxic than Uncharted 4 is. That he didn't die from that. Interesting. Like, Uncharted 4 is very toxic, too, of course, but, like... And it's not special in that regard. Snow maps in the past. Scotland isn't. I mean... Isn't the... What is the other map? Trainwreck on is. Fucking die! I love the fact that my C4s don't, like, actually deal damage anymore. Yeah, I don't agree on that, but... people are allowed to have their own opinion regarding Uncharted 3.
¿Qué es esto?
Bro... Like, how come that their mine stuns me from, like, fucking 15 meters away? But my C4 does nothing from 3 meters. Turn around, bro. He's behind you.
It is still anyone's game.
drunk fuck. Yeah, that's kind of close.
Devious to be stopped.
Don't hog all the credit, okay? Thank you very much.
Medetis here is usually a lot better. I don't know what he's doing. He's got love standing in head glitch with the crevasse, doesn't he? Holy. Can I take cover? Nice. Yeah, leave the game, pussy. Yeah, he left the game. Get out of here.
Fight comes and fight well.
Alright.
Better stay down. I'm not just some sweet guy. All over for you. Got off easy. Come out wherever you are.
Yeah, but Uncharted 2 also had down the irons, and it was still just as laggy as Uncharted 2 and 3 and 4 is. Not to mention the Foul could shoot through walls in Uncharted 2, so like, yeah. And situational awareness as well.
Going up.
Died 15 times, not long. What is Medet doing? Why is he just like sitting in cover? Like he's not shooting his gun ever. He sits in cover or hangs off ledge.
I spit in the face of danger.
Well, everything is about luck in that game. In that game, Cactus. There's no skill involved in finding any loot. Really. Bro, I love the ARX, bro. I love being insta KO'd. I love only dying to grenades, C4s, or grenades, mines, crevasse, ARXs every game. What? Okay, thanks, game. Thank you. Don't grab the ledge or anything. Just fly down and die. Yeah, there are some that are like 100% chance of spawning, I guess.
Outgoing. Face me and die, pendejos. Vete al infierno. Going up.
Oh, this game is so fucking campy, man. Yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be. But as I said, Uncharted 2 and 3 are not the same games now that they were back then. They've changed so many things with the games. So if you don't like it, it doesn't even have to do, may not even have to do with that. Why am I marked for like 15 seconds? Yeah.
Try a little harder to truly humiliate them next time.
Why they changed them? Because as I said to you the entire time, Vampire is in control of the project and anything he wants happens. There is one person that decides everything that happens in Uncharted Reloaded. He changed them because he wants to. I died like 16 times, bro. Find this pussy.
Prepare yourself. I'm not an easy man.
Like I know there's like obviously 100% chance for electrical or what is it called, industrial chargers and light bulbs in like water treatment control, and there's also a light bulb that's guaranteed in electrical substation. Like those I know are like this. I gotta be guaranteed at least one in those locations. Rusted tools, I think, are also guaranteed to spawn in water treatment. Industrial batteries, cooling coils, and such can be a little bit like hard to find in other maps. I think you can only really find it in hydroponic. I don't think there's 100% chance that one is gonna be there, but I'd say 90% of the time it's at least one. I think there's a higher chance generally of nitrates, but that could be wrong. Yeah, well, that's what you thought, but no. Vampire thinks that he's a genius and only he can fix Uncharted 2 and 3 and make them better games. So he has to be meddling with things he shouldn't be meddling with. Like, my entire philosophy for Uncharted Reloaded as a being on the development team was be like, hey, we make as little changes as humanly possible. And the only changes we make are either going to be buffs to existing mechanics or maybe tuning down the specific outliers. Like for Uncharted 3, yeah, I think you should nerf the Dragon Sniper and you should probably, you know, like buff like the Raffica, the Micro, etc. Like, sure, a little bit, not by much. But what they did, they removed recoil altogether from the Micro. They removed recoil altogether on the G-Maul. The Dragon Sniper was nerfed a little bit, but not enough to actually make a difference. Like everything else should largely remain the same. Don't touch it. Don't change the time to kill values, really. Like, don't change anything else. I said you can buff maybe the Raffica, maybe like make it take one less shot to kill. Because the Raffica is really bad in Uncharted 3. But like, you shouldn't touch the other weapons, you know? I think the G-Maul probably needed a slight buff, but not removing recoil altogether. I do like that some chains are making like untraceable or regular booster. I think that's fine. Like cloaked and traceable is kind of nice. But there's no suppressor in Uncharted 3, so it doesn't really matter. But like my philosophy for Uncharted 2 and 3 Reloaded, why I was brought into the reload team was under the complete like pretense that the only changes to the game would be minimal and try to like buff things that are really bad. Because even if you buff the Raffic on Uncharted 3, unless you literally like make it the best gun in the game, it's not going to be a problem. Like the Raffic and the Micro, and for example, the Cal 7 in Uncharted 3 are all kind of shit. Like, just buffing them a little bit, that's fine, I think, because they're not that good as it is. But like Fleet Foot or like the M9 scoped in, I don't think that needs to be changed. And the thing is, as I want to do with the Dragon Sniper, I want to reduce the damage from it from like it does like 85 now to like down to 50. It would still be a 2-shot kill, but at least it wouldn't be able to like being hit by one shot by a Dragon Sniper in Uncharted 3 is basically instant death. Because you'll die immediately to anyone else as well. So it's like, that's very nice characters. So minor changes to improve things that are kind of bad and reducing. Like if Uncharted 4, for example, was brought back, yeah, you gotta nerf the Kravosk and the Foul, but that's about it. You can keep most of the other guns fine. And that's it. You don't need to nerf that much about them, but with the Kravosk, you just gotta do just reduce the headshot multiplier. That's fine. Like you can do the headshot multiplier on the Foul from 2.5 to 2.25, and the Kravosk from 3 to 2, and that'll be fine. Because like my philosophy in general is very consistent with that. It was the same thing with Uncharted 2. Like I even made a video about it. Like I want things to be slightly or marginally better, or in like things that are kind of bad, I want it to be slightly marginally better, and things that are really overpowered, I want them to be a little bit like less overpowered. That's it. But no drastic big decisions, only very small ones to like improve the game. Because if you know how a scale works, how to achieve balance on a scale is like, yeah, you add or take away a little bit until you achieve balance, right? You don't completely like put a bomb on the scale. You just change things. What do you mean Uncharted? Most of the Uncharted 3 players are Uncharted 3 players. For like Uncharted 3 players are obviously all tryhards. Like the people that are Uncharted 3 tryhards and toxic, they're all Uncharted 3 players. I don't even know any Uncharted 4 player that plays Reloaded. As long as Cursed Soul isn't allowed to be in there, we're good. Right, Raptor used to be one of the best players. What do you mean, what happened? What are you talking about? I'm still one of the best players.
Knock them down! Come mierda y muerte!
Man, it's talking shit. Yeah, I mean... Also, I don't really care about the fact that there's gonna be toxic players anyway. There's always gonna be toxic players in Uncharted. But, like... The main concern is just... Toxicity is fine. I don't really give a shit, honestly. As long as they're not wall hacking, aimbotting, cheating, whatever the fuck they could be doing, I don't care. Like, people can be toxic, who cares? But, like, most of the toxic Uncharted 3 players are Uncharted 3 players. It's like when you have Uncharted 2, when you have, what's his name, fucking Real Champion is beefing with the whole community. It's like, that guy's not an Uncharted 4 player, it's Uncharted 2 player. He's still good, but not as good as before. What? When do you mean before? What are you saying? I am Raptor, bro. What are you talking about? I'm playing pubs. Like what? Like as good as before? When are we talking here? Are we talking 2017? What year are we talking, bro? Yeah, I've had occasionally had people like I asked them for something in like PvE lobbies and they're giving them to me. There was one guy, I think he was like, yeah, I found. He said like he found like a safekeeper blueprint, like the augment, and he was like, hey, does anyone need that? Because that's one of the augments I actually need to get all the augments on Pack Mule. And and he gave it to me, so that was nice. Are we playing a 1v1 now? What the fuck is this? Bro, what? You're not dead? Yes! A 1v1! Bro. Mexican, don't enable this guy. Some random person, bro. Fucking hilarious. So there's nobody in rank. Milt's playing a fucking pub. Legacy's playing a pub. What about this fucking guy? They're playing a 3v3 though, I think. What are they playing against? Oh, it's a 3v3 now. Let's go. Oh, I even ended? I mean, I late joined and it was only him left. Bombastic. Mr. Fantastic. Oh, forehand. I don't want to play a 2v2 against these guys, bro. That will stink. I mean, Mercury's on, Shui is on. Legacy. Bombastic. We may get one match in. Geo style, what the fuck are you on the game? I think, like, yeah, for the... Let's count speed glitcher. Yeah, who gives a shit? They're a bunch of losers, every one of them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Go, Wesker, go. Hello, Desirel. Hello, see you later, alligator. Is this any good? The stream or the game? Stream sucks, but game is pretty good. It's not like the most popular game, of course, but it's still good. Keep is still playing Reloaded, that's crazy. Also, it seems, Penny, that you can't see timestamps on YouTube chat on your phone. It's strange. Good job, Cactus. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, most people that speed glitch, yeah, they're complete dog shit. They don't know how to do anything. They'll speed glitch and die 20 times in a row and then rage quit the game. Like, generally, people that speed glitch are usually very selfish. They will always, like, run in the 5v1 and die. So, they're not really a problem, I would not say 90% of the time. With skill. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Every time I watch fucking Uncharted 3, Pumas, Mysterion, and Trombone are playing for like 6 hours straight. I don't know, inside of so many Uncharted plays, have so much spare time, bro. Like, I play for like maybe 2 hours a day, 2-3 hours a day, and these guys are like on like 9. Shit's crazy. All competitive multiplayer games like that? Yeah. Yeah, people still play the game. I mean, it still has like 2,000 active players. Not necessarily that many competitive players, but it still has them. Kaka just has constant Uncharted game time.
Team effort.
I have scavenger in this loadout? I do. What? I heard someone was here across. Bro, you are not even helping your team. You're standing by the fucking wall. I played this game when it came out, bro. I'm a 2016, 2017 player. That grade wasn't even on my screen. I played this game probably before you did, so.
Adopt, adapt.
I'm assuming someone is covering the left flank here. Okay, nobody's covering the left flank, never mind. Fucking hell. Parking garage bottom floor. I think I found one there. I don't really go there that often though. Another Raptor player. Who?
Have some of this. Now you're out of your misery.
What other bro? Shoot him! What are you doing? Oh, he's using a low S, that's why he's not shooting him. Like he's literally sitting like in the fucking open on the left cover.
Treasure in peace and quiet.
Oh. Are you giddy on another account? Why are you writing G in every sentence as well? What? What he does too. Can I take cover? Thanks. I don't even know there was another Raptor player in this game. Who the fuck is that? Stole my name.
You deserved it. Thank me later. Hey, you're welcome. Coming at you. Catch this.
How can my blind fire be that bad? Like, what the... If that was anyone else blind fire me, I would have died immediately. There's only 3 in our team, isn't there? I think one guy isn't even playing. Oh, where's my team? The only person here. One there, one up top, okay? Kill himself.
Had that coming.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean, most people that cheat think that everyone else are cheating because they're shit. That's kind of how it goes when people are like, "Oh, I'm only cheating because everyone else is cheating," and then you ask them, "Do you have any evidence that everyone else is cheating?" They don't. They like these people that speed glitch think that the entire community has a Cronus max or something. That's why they think that it's justified that they speed glitch. Instead of just coming to terms with reality that maybe they're not as good as they think, they start cheating instead. These are just weak-minded people that don't have the ability to improve naturally.
That one's mine. School's out. Gotcha. Beat it.
I like how I just killed all 4 of my teammates. And oh, it makes it! Oh, that's a 3v. The way he saw me, though. Stay in the hill, Theo. What the fuck, man? I'm fucking dead.
Take this.
If it's a stable spawn, keep going there. Yeah, it wasn't a stable spawn.
Eu vou sair fora, mano.
Why is the last 3 days of Uncharted all just rage quit matches? It's what can you do? That's how Uncharted is. People leave games all the time. I mean, the Cronus Max does benefit your gameplay. The only reason you're saying that because you probably have one at this point, bro. Of course they do. Like the Cronus Max has no input delay. It has jitter mod. It has a lot of things that make you like give you an advantage on the game. Sure, anything you can do with the Cronus, you can do with your regular hands as well. But the thing is, it's a lot harder to do these things with your hands. Sure, I say the best players in the game, they probably don't need a Cronus to achieve the same results. But shitters, yeah, they may get a Cronus and it'll make them slightly better because it gives them an advantage. Like, generally on, like, the FAL and the Raffica, if they're fully automatic, they clear a little bit better. But, like, they help, obviously, but I wouldn't say they make you, like, a great player by default. People really overestimate how much they help, but they definitely do something. They're not completely useless. That's like something what someone would say is that they have one, it didn't make them a better player, and they'll be like, oh, it doesn't do anything. It's like, yeah, it does. No, you cannot get the rank cosmetics, unfortunately. Yeah, I think lockers and space travel is probably the best one. Like, that's where I found all my that's where I found all my snow globes. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Cronus really fucking matters. If you're good at the game, you're good at the game, but it still makes a difference for people. Like, the jitter mod and the zero input lag is probably the biggest benefit from it. Because it's a script reader. Like, it works like overclocking your controller and running scripts on your PC, basically. So obviously it gives you an advantage. It's not a huge one, but it gives you an advantage. It's not gonna make you like it's not gonna make you from shit to really good though. It make you like decent to pretty good, I guess. But... Hello, Ninas. There's absolutely no reason to pretend like it doesn't help, but there's also no reason to assume that a lot of people have one. Because realistically, how many people do you think in this community actually has a Cronus Max? Like maybe, what, 2% of the community, maybe? I wonder will close servers? Yeah, I have no idea. So, it's like, realistically, 98% of the players in this game are never going to run into a Cronus, probably ever. The only people that will run into people running a Cronus is going to be people like me, because we're playing against the best players in the community. We're playing against generally the top 2%, right? And yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of dog shit players that have a Cronus that don't do anything with it. But I would say, realistically, out of 2,000 players on this game, how many people do you actually think have a Cronus? I would say maybe maximum of like 50 to 100. So it's like, yeah, you know, maybe less than 5% in the game maybe using Cronus. There's a lot of people in the game that think that everyone that kills them has a Cronus, but those people are idiots. So there's obviously not. Pub players probably don't see a Cronus ever. Me, I probably see it pretty much every day, but these people are not usually getting much better from it. So yeah, but the thing is, the Cronus has more than that. Actually, so you can create. You know, when your aim shakes like this, people without a Cronus can have jitter mods, which does this automatically whenever they're shooting. So some people get like more aim assist when you do this. Like I have to do it manually, of course, but like, and if you're really good at the game, you can do that manually as well. But it's easier if you have a Cronus, obviously. Like I don't have a Cronus, so obviously I can't do it automatically. But you tend to get more aim assist by doing that in general in this game. And the lesser input lag obviously is going to make you something. But you can control recoil and fire rate in this game pretty easily, so that's not really a problem. Yeah, but not all people in a PvE lobby are going to be PvE players. And vice versa.
Have some of this. Payback's a bitch.
How do they have so many fucking nades? What are you doing? Fucking low S.
I'm like a bad penny.
The Cronus is not a modded controller. The Cronus is a device you plug into your PlayStation and it runs scripts on your console. It doesn't modify your controller, it modifies your console.
Those assholes have the idol. Ah, kitty got wet.
That's why it has the ability to provide multiple inputs at the same time. Because, as I said, a script reader runs scripts on your controller, Brazilian Go. So, meaning that, or your console, meaning that if you have that jitter mod that makes your aim shake like this whenever you hold the fire button to get more aim assist, people that have that, I mean, you can steal it from me, bro. They can still aim normally, even though they have that little shake. So generally, people that have a Cronus don't have a problem running a sniper or something either, because it only starts shaking like this left and right when they're holding the fire button. So they've only clicked once, like with a sniper, it doesn't like do anything. The Cronus is not a controller. It has nothing to do with your controller. It runs scripts. Like, yeah, you can have it so it like makes your controller inputs feel fully automatic, but that's because it manipulates the inputs on your console. So you can get that even without holding buttons. Can I get my health back? What the fuck? I don't know what hack capture is, though.
Tough, I can take it. Grew up with nuns.
How do we capture it? Bro, my teammates are not shooting the enemies, like, at all. I'm assuming that's the... Okay, man. He made no noise swinging across there at all. Interesting.
They have the idol.
A GG, I guess.
Catch this.
Bro, these matches suck. Because Ghost makes you completely fucking silent. It's overpowered as fuck. I guess we're done. Yeah, but it's no ranked on right now, I guess. It's the old Roxas. There's only one Roxas on the game. Like, I would say combat marking Ghost is just, like, some of the scummiest shit in the game. Absolutely hate him. Like, I don't use combat marking anymore, like, ever. So, it's just dead silence. Yeah, and you know how overpowered dead silence is in a game when you move like a snail? Yes, dead silence is a reason the Call of Duty took it out entirely at some point as well. Because it doesn't, like, incentivize any type of actual gameplay awareness. Like, you can't have game sense of things that you can't pay attention to. It's like, yeah, sure, you can... the thing is that, for example, in this game, when you do rope swings and you climb, for example, like, that's a trade-off that you're audible, that you have to be making. The fact that you can rope swing completely silent is obviously an incredibly huge advantage. Like, that means, like, generally you doing rope swings is supposed to be something that's a little bit risky, mostly because it's audible if someone does it behind you, but with Ghost, it's not. So people can just, like, do whatever they want and makes no noise whatsoever and disappear behind you. And it also makes no noise in, like, most scenarios, so it's like... It gives you a huge advantage when you shoot people in the back all day. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the marking system in general, to be honest. I think the duration is too long. Like, what is the combat marking down effect? It's like 10 seconds or some shit. Like here, mark enemy and for 8 seconds. Like 8 seconds is a fucking lifetime. Like, and then you have to show the enemy's name tags damage for 10 seconds. Like, 10 seconds in this game is a long fucking time to see someone hit you. Look, I don't mind the down system itself, but I fucking hate combat marking and marking in general. And Ghost. I mean, it's like, yeah, if I play like a TDM to 100, I'll be using Ghost, and I will only shoot people in the back, and you'll see how overpowered it is. It may not be that overpowered against better players that generally tend to predict where you are, but like... It's also the fact that combat marking counters people with Ghost as well. But if you're using Ghost properly and you only shoot people in the back, they will basically never hear you know where you are. I'll try to use Ghost for my video later today, and I'll see... You can see if I get like a good ranked match or a good like private game or something. It's mostly also the fact that in pubs it doesn't necessarily matter because there's so many players on the map anyways. But in a 3v3 and a 2v2 in like a private game, it's like, yeah, using Ghost is gonna give you a fucking huge advantage. So it's kind of like the argument that people don't like Ghost. It's because mostly the competitive players playing 2v2s and 3v3s and they hate it. But I think marking is fine overall. I just think it needs to be like a lot lower duration. And combat marking should only probably last for like 2 seconds maybe. But the whole thing, like, they show the enemy's name tags damage you. There's no counter that anyway. Stealth does not counter that. So you literally have a 10-second free wall hack on people that deal damage to you. Fucking insane, man. What's the counter? It doesn't. What is the counter to Ghost? I guess. But you don't have to be mindful about your positioning or your movement at all if you have Ghost, no. It's kind of the whole thing. That's kind of the whole argument about Dead Silence as well. Is it allows people to run too confidently around the map without fearing anything. No, I think there is a balance there. You shouldn't be too loud, but you shouldn't be too silent. I think it's a hard balance to find, and most games just ought to give you something that makes you completely silent and has bass footsteps kind of like loud. But yeah, it's hard to find one. Yeah, I mean, the grunts are super loud. I would say that, yeah, the grunts and the moaning is a little bit too frequent and too loud. But generally, if you don't jump or roll, you don't really make sound, so... You can make an argument to just, like, not clicking buttons. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, I think the audio is too loud. I think the bass audio is too loud, but with Ghost, there's nothing, so there's no, like, in-between there. There's no, like, balance, so it kind of becomes a little bit annoying. I think there's the disparity of it that just makes it overpowering. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Maybe back later for ranked or private games if we can get them. Today there's nothing like Kaka matches are just Kaka. So if Miltos and Roxas and Mercury and then want to play ranked later, I'll play later. There's not gonna be in a multiplayer in Uncharted 5, bro. Why would you think there would be multiplayer in Uncharted 5, man? Naughty Dog has no multiplayer developers in the company anymore. They all left in the past 9 years. Uncharted 5, if it ever comes out, is going to be a single-player only game. We're never going to see any multiplayer from any Naughty Dog game ever again. Ever. Let those hopes go. Alright, bye. I'll see you guys next stream.